So Mike, talk to me about sending invitations on LinkedIn.
Well, LinkedIn is a wonderful place to send invitations because just over from the sending spot over here is all of this information in their profile for us to go try to find some way to create a relationship with these folks. So it starts though, Lori, it starts at their LinkedIn profile. So if we go to their LinkedIn profile first, we're gonna, glean some information and go to the Invite-A-Roo-Rama here, the Invite-A-Roo-Rama, and ask to add them to our network.
Absolutely. Now the purpose of the invitation is to get accepted. We just want them to say yes. So I'm going to word the invitation in such a way that just gets that action done.
A little bit of intrigue doesn't matter, doesn't help, doesn't hurt. Actually, in this particular case, let's add a little intrigue because you know what? I would like the individual to look at my LinkedIn profile in the process of accepting it. Look at me, there might be a little lead that would come out of it. Lori, why don't we look at it a little bit and kind of see how it works. So let's jump on out and see what we can find out on LinkedIn.
Well, I think I'm going to invite Melissa Ruggles. She works at Splash Media for an on-air talent, and so I'm going to go to the people search box at the top and just type in Melissa Ruggles, and on the search result here, there she pops up. There's 7 of them on LinkedIn that pop up in the search, and she's the second one here, the social media marketing manager and on-air talent and education. So I click forward, and right there at the top is that little connect button. Now, when I am looking at the search results, I'm going to click back right here for a moment, and I hold my mouse over the search result, and you see there's a connect button there, but I don't want to use that one.
Yeah, that's kind of taking the shortcut, which is not the way to get business out of LinkedIn. The shortcuts and defaults, not the way to get business out of LinkedIn. So Lori, what do we do special?
Well, what I do special is I look at their profile and I glance down, I see her headline, she's got a great photo, her current and past positions. I don't really know the colleges she's been at, so I'm going to keep scrolling down her profile. I see her summary, what she's passionate about, what she's doing. She's an on-air educator. We have a radio show, so we've got a little bit in common there.
There's an in, yeah.
Absolutely.
We can work with that.
So I scroll down a little bit more, and I see her experiences, her education. Now here's something interesting. At St. Edward's University, she was the youngest stage manager for main stage production up to that point. I was in community theater, so here we've got some stuff in common. So I'll scroll down a little bit more, see her recommendations and her groups and associations. I'm not a member of any of them. And then I say, okay, I think I've got enough. Now, if I didn't have enough, I might join one of those groups so that I've got that reason, that commonality, that common interest to say, we're a member of the same group. Let me click here and check me out because we have a similar interest. But I've got a really good in there with the fellow thespian. So I'll scroll back up to the top of her profile and click this big yellow connect button.
So once we hit the big yellow connect button, we got some other things to figure out here. Lori kind of looked at the profile, kind of gauging a few things out there, and now we've got a question. Is this individual a colleague? Did we go to school together? No, we discovered that. Did any of those things? Did we maybe do some business together? Haven't done business together with her either. So we didn't go to school, we didn't work together, we haven't done business together. She's not really a friend yet, maybe.
Right. I don't have her email address.
Yeah, so
right?
What are we going to do here, Lori?
Well, because we have that relationship, now we've got a relationship with Splash Media, and so I'm going to go ahead and click on We've Done Business Together, and I'm going to select Rock and Radio Host from my list of companies that I've worked at that are on my profile, because there we have an affinity. She's on-air talent, I'm on-air talent, and then, I get rid of the default message on LinkedIn. Get rid of that
invitation to join my network. Since you're a person that I trust, that will never work. You don't get a choice all the time. If you're uploading lists and stuff, you get no choice. But here you get a choice. You don't want to overwrite it. I like to do that in Word or someplace outside so I can kind of spell check it, kind of copy it back in. I'll bet you got that idea too.
I got that idea. So I typed an invitation here. I see we're both thespians. Please accept this invitation to join my professional network on LinkedIn, Lori Ruff, the LinkedIn Diva. Now what I've done there is I've identified where we have a solid common interest. I've put in a call to action, which is accept my invitation, and then my signature line that allows me to brand a little bit, Lori Ruff, the LinkedIn Diva. And then I click send invitation, and it'll acknowledge that I've sent it, you've sent it successfully. Hopefully on the other end, she's got that invitation now, will accept, and we'll be connected.
Now, in this particular case with that kind of language, I think she's going to look at you. I think she's going to look at your profile. When she accepts it, you're going to find out, aren't you, Lori?
I will, because I'll be able to see who's viewed my profile. Now, I think what's going to draw her to look at my profile is the fact that I said to a fellow thespian, and she's going to think, wow, she's been in theater too, I wonder where. So that gives her an impetus to go out and just gives her a little carrot and stick there to check me out.
Yeah, I would say a key point is when you're diving in with the non-business things, make it really compelling for someone to come back. Also, once she accepts that, I get a little email back that says, hey, Melissa accepted your invitation. I'm going to thank her with a special message, and that message very often will lead to some business. That's that kind of follow-up part. The first part is to get someone to accept the invitation. But you know what? A little extra business goes a long ways, doesn't it, Lori?
It does. So that's how you can send invitations successfully on LinkedIn and get a response.